The adventures of Robin Hood and his merry men continue in the city of Neketaka, the heart of the Deadfire, where we are approached by 5 Amaura at the docks. As you walk down the dock, your approach is noted by a cadre of heavily armoured Amaura. Their leader briskly leads them to intercept you. The harbour master looks you up and down with pursed lips. She looks past you towards your ship.
You're far from home, farmer. How did you make it all this way in your little boat?
The Amaura cranes her thick neck to look along the hull of the ship. Her expression conveys equal portions of incredulity and pity. As her attention returns to you, the Amaura's mood becomes more formal.
I'm the harbor master, God Eothas. I must ask your reason for docking in Neketaka.
Berth has tasked me with finding Eothas. He's walking across the Deadfire looking for luminous Ardra. The harbour master and the women and men with her look to each other in shock and amusement.
Is that so? Well, Andra told me to protect the harbor, and Wotica herself signed the order. They would have had Gallowayne do it, but he was sick this morning.
The assembled guards roar with laughter and clap the harbour master on the back for her joke. Deep within you, you feel an uncomfortable rolling. You can't be certain if the sensation is physical or spiritual, but it immediately induces nausea and fills your ears with the sound of blood rushing through your head. Cutting through the din, you hear a familiar woman's voice speak. Each word comes slowly falling with the sound like that of a chiming small bell.
Show them. Show them what you are.
I'm a watcher and the herald of Berth. The whole Deadfire is in danger. Please let me pass.
I've heard enough. There's no room for you in Neketaka Harbor. Get back on your ship and head back to open sea.
The harbour master gestures towards your boat. The women and men behind her nod and murmur in agreement. The nausea continues to build inside you, blood pounding against your skull. Again the woman's voice, again the chimes.
I will help you.
What's the matter with you? What are you doing? If you're trying to scare us with some cipher mischief, save the purple flames for the tribes of the Outer Islands.
The roar in your head begins to abate. The ringing of the chime becomes clearer, rhythmic, 2 successive peals followed by a brief respite. You realize the chime is ringing in tandem with your heartbeat. You open your eyes. The harbour master is gesturing wildly, presumably to get your attention, and yelling in your face. But you hear no words, only the ringing of the chime as your heart rate slows and slows and slows.
Now.
What is this?
Like even the ghosts are laughing at them. Quest updated the veins of Eora. Reach Kanga Palace in the Serpent's Crown district. Okay. But before that, we will collect everything we can find in the docks. As we have a quest to re-equip our ship. Yeah, can't take any more shot. Palagina.
Watcher. Tiverus. Is it?
Palagina's mouth hangs open in shock. Through her hair and feathers have her hair and feathers have the same immaculate grooming as when you last saw her. The breastplate 5 suns has been cryofully scratched off. She looks down at the armor and back up to you with a pained glance.
I am sure that even at Cadnoir, you must have heard what happened when I returned to the
I don't remember
Republics.
what I did with Pallegina. Obviously it wasn't good. I did. I'm sorry things didn't work out for you. She glances away and gives an appreciative nod. You can see the muscles in her jaw clenching as the seconds pass.
The Republic survived. That is the most important thing. And here the company's business seems to be getting on fine without my interference.
Are you working for the Valian Trading Company now? A pathetic laugh escapes her lips. She turns her gaze down, shaking her head.
No. No company associated with the Dukes will employ me now. I get by working as a ship guard. At least I can be among my people, even if they look down on me.
I could use your help, Pallegina. I'm hunting down Eothas. Her eyebrows arch, the membranes of her eyes sliding out and back as the weight of your words hit her.
I suppose I should not be surprised considering all we went through. But no, I will not be coming with you, Watcher. I would be lucky if I wound up dead.
No, it won't be like that, I promise.
Corres, Watcher.
A mixture of sadness and anger flashes across her face. It is quickly replaced by a familiar calm expression. She nods once, then turns to go. And we get to level up after that meeting with Pallegina, which I'll do now. They need more mechanics. I think once we get to about 10 or 11 we can stop, because there will be items that will boost it further. And we'll take some more bluff. I think this time we're going to get something for Will Scarlet. We'll get Takedown. Maybe a passive ability. Let's see. Or perhaps upgrade Hobbling Shot. Bobble might be quite useful because I can hit people from far away, so it will slow them down. Detective Companion. This might be a nice combination to have. But first we will get Hobbling Shot. There's 2 active abilities, one for me, one for Will Scarlet. We'll just adjust the AI. Let's see, Robin of the Hood, Wounding Shot. And we need to add Hobbling Shot. I'm not sure if we can set up Will Scarlet's AI to use. Evasive roll, no. Okay, I have to manually use knockdown. Okay, quite a lot of might. I didn't realize it was so high. Okay, we just go up here and speak to the boatwright.
Care for a fish or two, stranger? Today's catch, ripped straight from the hands of the soldy wench.
The fishmonger lets out an accomplished sigh. Let me see what you
You'll
have.
find no fresher. Have a look.
Wait, is one of the... I have mod. I thought I deactivated it. Let's see. I think I will have to leave the game. Don't think the mod manager is here. Yeah, let's just do that quickly because I don't want that working. Go back to the menu quickly. Yeah, it's still active. Thought I actually disabled that. Anything else I should disable? Not sure if this can be done retroactively. Let's try it and see. Code here. In fact, as we've just entered Queen's Berth already, I'm not sure it will change what they have. Let me just check.
You'll find no.
Yeah, so she will still have these grimoires. It's not a problem because we don't want grimoires. Hopefully the other vendors won't have anything provided by Needful Things. It should be off now.
Welcome! Venturing out past the city. You'll want supplies, crab traps or the like for a larger game, I warrant.
Merchant sizes you up and nods. Let me see what you have.
Of course. Take your time.
I will buy that figurine and give that to Little John. I don't think we need the dagger. So let's go see the shipwright. Neglected dog. Pick him up. Levin. See what abilities he has. 1 intellect, 10 stride. It's not so useful.
Dora must think I work for free.
Zamar.
Be
Speak
with
to
you in
him.
just a... Almost had it. Damn your eyes.
The sun-scarred dwarf gingerly picks up a splinter in his thumb, muttering.
Hazard of the work, really.
He gives up with a frustrated grunt, shaking his hand.
Came in on the sloop? I can hammer your ship together if you're apt to pay me for it.
Zamar bares his teeth and grinds them hard enough to sound over the noise of the dock. Having trouble with a client?
Aye. Captain Redora hasn't paid me for her commissioned firepower.
Mar pulls at the end of his beard and winces.
While I'm up to my nose in debt, the wild mare gobbles up her coin. And now, pirates are holding my feet to the fire over some sham of a deal.
Zamar winces and tugs harder on his beard in self-administered punishment.
If I don't get Redora's payment, I might as well start carving my swallow net.
If it gets me a discount on your labor, I could hunt down Redora.
You do that? A fair price goes without saying, Cully.
Zamar untangles his hand from his beard to link his thumb and forefinger with a wink.
It all comes down to blasted pans and pyres in the end, doesn't it?
Zamar spits towards the dock pilings and glances back at the work still to be done. Farewell. Don't think we'll buy anything from it at the moment. And in fact, what we might do first is leave the city, go to the island, because there's another bounty there that we can do, although it might be quite difficult at our level, but we'll try it anyway.
Where is my postinago of a brother? You there, have you seen Laro Badato? Madico, where is that spoiled brat?
A woman in fine clothes clutches a ledger in both hands. She searches the faces of passers-by, settling on yours with an uncertain frown. What seems to be the problem?
Laro is past due for a company meeting. Mother wants me to drag the elusive louse back by his ear.
She tucks the book under her arm.
You'd think this district was a maze, the way he manages to hide.
She glances over your shoulder and sighs, then looks back at you with a sudden recognition.
The spirit magnet? Sientere, that I did not recognize you.
Continue.
If you desire to get in the graces of the Valiant Trading Company, we can help each other.
How can I help?
Could I persuade you to watch out for Laro? I'd pay generously for your trouble.
Study her hands. This is a perception check, so let's do that. Nira has been digging her nails into her ledger, leaving crescent moon-shaped impressions in the binding. She notices your interest and holds the book protectively close.
I'm concerned because Laro tends to feud with Orso, one of the local Valera rats.
If I happen to cross Laro, I'll let you know.
Would you? I'll be waiting at the estate in case he happens to return.
Nira thumbs over her shoulder.
Laro and his miscreant friends carouse at the tavern, the falls above the Adra Mill, and the southwestern bridge. If you see him, tell Laro to get his good-for-nothing ass back home.
Okay, here's another quest.
I shall.
The whole city of Neketaka is full of side quests. So we're going to start accruing quite a lot once we start looking around here.
Of course. Something about Luminous Adra.
A giant of Luminous Adra.
All I know is that they're all at each other's throats. Up there.
Okay, let's follow him. Go get Laro. Send him home. Save it in case it goes wrong. Don't really want to get them to fight. Against the backdrop of jeering youths, a young woman raises her arms with an air of practiced drama. Before her, two men stand across from each other, mirroring scowls.
You both attest that you have made all possible efforts to come to a peaceful...
The woman trails off as you approach, and you find yourself the sudden target of the crowd's attention.
Who is this Nasenale? How many cousins do you have or so?
Laro chuckles.
Postenago. Does that look like any cousin of mine?
How should I know? Your kin lie with eels.
Also glares at Laro and bites back whatever insult he had at the ready.
We have business. What do you want?
To know what's going on here for starters.
This doesn't concern me. We've come to settle a challenge and...
Before he can finish, Laro quickly speaks up.
What's your words of? You want the Juana to know we're dueling?
My bad so to the tribals. We should be free to settle matters on valiant terms.
Also glances in your direction with annoyance. I suppose you have a good reason for this duel.
This street thug called my family a warren of corrupt inbreds. But is there a dung heap in all the world that does not have a little Valera cousin scratching through it?
Laro opens his arms wide and smiles to the milling crowd.
That wolf he calls mother would have us live out our days polishing Bardato silver.
Also spits at the ground between them.
Miller! Scatter!
Laro whistles to the attendants and they break apart in a disorganized exodus from the scene.
What? Where are you going, you stuffed shirt? Hey, wait!
Also, and his comrades scramble to follow suit.
This isn't over, you coward! You can't hide behind your corrupt mother forever!
Also leaves the arena in a hurry. Okay, we will go back to his sister later. Right now we'll just backtrack here to this city exit and go into the island. Got some fruit here. Check the supplies, how they're doing. Okay, I have to sell this kith meat. It's no good. Should also buy some alcohol. I think we can do that once we get to Periki's Overlook. Weber Tangaloa. It sounds like some kind of shrine to Berth. Come upon an ancient site once used for sky burials. On a large stone slab is a scattering of old kith bones and a collection of urns of various sizes. Search the location. Cloak of the Theocrat. Cloak of the Theocrat, +1 intellect, +1 resolve. Keep searching. Baby pearls. More baby pearls. Azata Nui shell. And pike. Intellect and resolve. I'm not sure. I think we will give that to Maid Marian. Use the intellect. And she now has 20, which doubles the area of effect of her spells. More fruit. Malkotu's canopy. So there's 2 skulls. This is also where Frostseeker is located. You can actually make this fight easier if you can distract the forest lurkers. Which we'll try and do. Hopefully the skeletons from Little John will be enough. You're cutting your way through dense, hilly jungles to the northwest of Neketaka when you stumble upon a small campsite. At first it merely appears abandoned. The 2 tents have collapsed, but then you see bodies. 2 corpses, torn apart and mostly eaten, sprawl across the dark earth. Search the area. I will do that. Campsite has been thoroughly destroyed. The tent lies crushed as if under some great foot. The kettle rests on its side, very nearly caved in, and the fire has been stomped out. Trees to the south hunch bent aside as if whatever caused the carnage came from left by that direction. The search for the presence of spirits. You focus your watcher abilities, opening yourself to the presence of any lingering essence. A vision tugs at you, dragging you forward like the rushing current of a flooded river. You see the creatures nigh twice at the height of a human standing among the ruins of your campsite, eating the corpses of your fellows, vines and moss hanging from their amorphous bark-covered form. Lurkers. Lurkers are comprised of a colony of several different species of parasite, carnivorous plants and fungi. You hear a rushing sound to the right and turn to face it. The vision ends abruptly. Let me see. Examine the tracks. Oh, search for salvage first. A small chest buried in the collapsed tent contains a variety of fresh foods. It's always food, it's never alcohol. I will continue searching. You recognize the large, uneven, roundish tracks as those of a lurker, a massive conglomeration of carnivorous plants. You also note a wide groove down the center of the tracks. It seems the lurkers were dragging something heavily behind them when they left. Survival 10. Finish investigating. Bury the bodies. The dark soil is soft, and within a couple of hours You've dug a hole deep enough for the remains. You lower them into the ground and cover them, consigning them to the wheel. Let's follow the tracks. The creatures seem to have put no effort into hiding their tracks, and you easily follow them deeper into the jungle. The path enters a clearing, and you almost walk into it without recognizing the danger. On the edge of the foliage you see numerous lurkers among a few bulbous dank spores. The primordials remain almost entirely still, seeming no more threatening than the trees that surround them. Try and conjure a decoy. And Little John will summon some skeletons. Chanting quietly, Little John performs a complex rite and summons something at the far edge of the clearing. It crashes loudly through the thick growth. The lurkers slowly shift and stomp away after the sound. The spores, however, remain. Okay, that's just made this fight a lot easier. I think we can do this relatively quickly. We'll just sneak forward a little bit so that we're not in the slog zone. And Azim can unhide himself.
Let us end this.
And get the spawling. Little John can pull out some skeletons. I will go for the dank spore. It's a bit of a waste of holding shot. We'll just shoot normally. And we need some perception. And make them flanked. Okay, you can't charm any of these creatures, I don't think. They're immune to intellect afflictions. Like, let's wait for perception until the skeletons are out. Okay, now we can cast perception. Blessing, rather. See. Let's go for this spawling, and Will Scarlet can attack once the others move out of the way. Get out of the way, let us through. Let's try and knock down that spawn. He's dead nearly. We won't bother.
I feel.
We cannot try and blind this spore here. See, maybe get some resolve. Give some help to Little John. And cast Blizzard down here. Will Scarlet move over here and try and flank. Everyone go after this last spore. Scarlet, come here. I'm not sure if we can knock him down. Let's try. I don't think it interrupts on hit. Maybe they can't be knocked down. They have a resistance to dexterity afflictions.
You'd better run.
Okay. Fight's nearly over. Use up the bond. Okay. Yeah, let's collect everything. Dank spores. And we can loot this body, get Frostseeker. There's a dog here. Trixie. Stride. It's the crits. That might be quite useful. Maybe that's better than what I currently have. Resolve. Yeah. This is not much of a team benefit. I think we'll take Trixie.
As you like.
Okay, I will give myself Frostseeker. Got our first magical weapon for Robin Hood. It's exceptional quality. As Garland's tears fires multiple projectiles at slightly reduced damage with 10% damage as freeze. Garland's Rake, freeze slash damage area effect at target location and scoring crit. We should get lots of crits because I have super high perception. I'm gonna upgrade this. I need more Kraken's eyes, that's annoying. Okay.
Of course.
Can leave this now. And there's a bounty that we can try and get as well before we go back to the city. Speed this up a bit. Just walking around. Hard attack and water. Nomu the Marauder. This is the last bounty we can get at the moment, I think. Might actually be quite difficult. What we will do is try take them all on, and if that fails we try and pull some with traps.
Yes.
Move Little John up a bit.
Just say the word.
Frostseeker move back.
I'm here.
What we might do is see if we can charm the boar. Dominate. The range is really poor. Does it tell you the range 4? Yeah, it's minor. Okay, we won't do that. I think I will start the attack. And we can hobble the boar. That slows its advance. That's pitiful. 3. Fire again. Bring out the skeletons, Little John. Azim, buff yourself. In fact, what I'll do is mark him. RotH can give us resolve. And you can buff me. That was better. And we also got a hit on the barbarian. Move back here. Zim, get ready to intercept. I can knock down that barbarian. Little John, come here and flank. Can we stun or shake people? Let's try and shake them. Now hit him. Azim, knock him down before he uses the smash. want to change the AI. I don't like the way that's always being cast. Can we disable this? I will buff Constitution myself manually, I think. Maybe we can blind these druids. In fact, I think I will target the druids as well. So we can finish them off quite quickly. Will Scarlet and myself attack there. Let's go for this one. Heal yourself, Azim. In fact, we can lay down consecrated ground here, I think. Let's get a bit closer. Try and blind them again. The barbarian. Let's go for this boar. Okay. And try and shake them.
Onward.
We got this fight. Get behind and flank.
As you wish.
Not a problem.
Assorted weapons, minor coinage, potion, and fine weapons, and chameleon's touch.
At once.
I'll give this to little John. I don't need the helmet. Maces and hatchets, I don't think we use those. Ah, yeah. Maybe Marion uses one for melee. Chameleon's touch gives one attribute and a skill determined by the user's class. Okay, this is going to be better for multi-class. Let's give that to little John.
How nice.
Which ones that was? That was Constitution, yeah. Intellect, okay. Must be because of the chanter.
What can I do? Absolutely.
Okay, now we can go back to Neketaka and finish investigating Queen's Berth. Go over here. In fact, I think we'll first go down here and get to the inn. We can turn in the bounties that we've got.
Merla. Every ship hunter. But the
No sooner do you approach the Valian woman than she squints and turns up her nose, regarding you with thinly veiled distaste.
I only deal with serious clients. Now shoo.
She makes a sweeping gesture with both hands. What sort of business are you in?
Not the business of answering questions, Nazenale.
Valian term for a nosy person.
Madiko, but it is impossible to find skilled work when every competent freelancer wastes their shore leave in the wild mare.
She grimaces towards the east.
When blood travels south of their brains, the value of a good bounty is forgotten.
You give out bounties? I could take some off your hands.
You, a nameless face of the streets?
She thumbs her chin and gives you a thorough looking over.
I do not make a habit of shepherding new talent, but there is a seed of potential.
She sighs to herself, peers over your shoulder before giving up and addressing you directly.
We will cut your teeth on Biakara, a Huana sailor and would-be patriot who plagues company ships.
I'll take the bounty.
Gelate! Biakara sails a voyager's scale of Tangaloa off of Hasongo's northeastern coast.
Enya studies you once more before shrugging and seeing you off with a wave. Farewell. And we will also go over here and go inside the wild mare.
I don't have a voice.
This is the main tavern on the island.
Do you enjoy coin, my friend? Can you lift a sword?
Jintel is the barkeep.
Where in the blazes is that old man?
Khan. A young woman lingers near the stage with a mug of ale clutched tight in her hands. Though she shows no interest in the dancers, the bags beneath her eyes speak to many long nights spent drinking in the tavern. She looks lazily about the room until her gaze lights on you with interest.
Have you seen an old elf hanging around here lately? Dressed as funny, probably drunker than an eel in a barrel of mead.
No, I can't say that I have.
Thunderous crushing void, I thought as much.
She sighs heavily and pinches the bridge of her nose.
The guy I'm looking for owes me a lot of money. 5,000 coppers. You help me find him, and I'll give you 20%.
Who owes you money?
The drunk old goat I was pestering you about, Oswald. Like the credulous fool I am, I gave him a loan and he ran off before paying me back.
Khan looks at you expectantly. Deal.
I can't thank you enough. No one's been willing to so much as tell me the date until you came along. The man I'm looking for, Oswald, was especially fond of one of the courtesans upstairs. Maybe you can get more out of her than I can. She refuses to speak to me, the snippy little cur.
Have you tried being nice?
She wasn't receptive to my particular charms. Let's see you do better. Maybe you can get more out of her than I can.
Sure thing.
She refuses to speak to me, the snippy. Come find me after you've talked to her. I'll be here. With my beer.
Hey.
Indeed.
See what's here.
Let's keep quiet.
I haven't looked in here for many games. Probably means that there's not much worth taking. Yeah, in fact we'll worry about that later. There's a bounty hunter here as well. And Luca.
Hello, my friend. I knew our paths would cross eventually.
A Valian shouts over the din of the wild mare to get your attention. Turning a great many heads to study your exchange, he takes a hearty swig of his tankard. Do I know you?
Not yet, but I know that we will be fast friends. Tell me, you are the one who sails that fine ship, Ak? Terrorize the docks with spirits, Ak?
Leaning in close, he sips from the tankard and loudly sucks moisture from his upper lip. Who's asking?
I am Aboko, and I am positioned to offer... I have opportunities for...
He clumsily unfolds a sheaf of parchment. The tankard slips in his grasp and spills ale down the front of his trousers. He gawks down at himself in horror.
1,000 times I practiced my speech. Merda. Never did it go this poorly.
Just tell me what you want.
I am supposed to be in the business of giving bounties, but I know no one who hunts them.
He stamps his feet, kicking up a spray of spilled ale.
No one will unfurl their sail for my humble payments. But I must start from the bottom and work my way to the top, Ak.
What bounties do you have available?
You will take the job?
He grips you by the shoulders and smiles, tears springing to the corners of his eyes.
Agrasima. Something special for my first hunter, then.
He drains the tankard and tucks it under his arm to retrieve the sheathed note.
I will start you on Marian, the mad animancer. She tortures her victims with unspeakable treatments before casting what's left to Berth's will. My contact saw her leaving Port Mage and heading west of Mage Island.
She joins the goddess of death in the beyond.
My first bounty to pay off. An exciting day for us both.
That earned us 1,400 copper.
Maybe it's not much, but as I make more deals, more pyres will be available, Ak.
What bounties do you have available?
I finally managed to land the rights to a bounty of value. You may not like it. There is a thirsty drake who roosts near an oasis northeast of Mage Island. An important site for refilling canteens. The local tribes call him Purakeo, after a sea dragon of legend. Even so, they have no love for this water thief.
Give Purakeo's head. Here's your thirsty drake.
To think that such a magnificent creature could also be a water-hoarding pest. Dragons are a complicated bunch.
He hefts the head and looks deeply into its eyes before passing you your payment, 1,500 copper.
Agrasima, my friend.
And we get to level
let
up.
me know if you are interested in more work, Ak.
What bounties do you have
A
available?
Marauder gang boss called Nomu broke free of custody along with the rest of his plunder buddies. It is said they wasted no time getting up to their old tricks. Prison is too kind for a pirate. So there is a bounty on Nomu's head. He and his ilk fled to the wilderness north of Neketaka.
Give Nomu's head. Here, catch.
I hope I will still find this disgusting when I am important enough to toast with the elite bounty hunters. I tell them all that the captain of your ship will always be my favorite hunter.
What bounties do you have
The
available?
sea troll has been making a name for himself,
And we
raiding
also have
fishing
Tahe.
villages with his minions. They call him Tahe. That's thief to the locals. I hear the Huana hate few things more than a food stealer. Warriors fan out to catch the fiend, but so far they have no luck. Tahe can't have roamed far from his latest raid on an island southwest of Neketaka.
Give Tahe's head. I hope he enjoyed his last meal.
You have done us both a favor. My esteem in the bounty community rises, and hunters come to buy me drinks.
He chuckles to himself and passes you a pouch of coins, 1,600 copper.
My friend, you have drained the wellspring and made us both
Okay, we've done every bounty he has, which is good. Before we level up, we'll go upstairs quickly and talk to the dancer about Oswald.
Happily.
This one, a charm belt, stride and survival. I will take that. Scroll of thrust of the tattered veils. Analyst. A young woman reclines on the cushions, a hookah hose held delicately in one hand, eyes closed. She sings to herself, her voice is soft and inviting. She doesn't move when she hears you approach, but slowly opens her eyes with a lazy smile.
Come, lay your head on my breast. I will read to you the work of my favorite poet, Skilber.
Khan's looking for someone named Oswald. Sound familiar?
I'm sure I don't know who you're talking about. Now please leave.
She gestures towards her door and makes a shooing motion. What if he's in danger? Don't you care about his well-being?
If I knew a man named Oswald, and if that man was in danger... Now, is there something else I can do for you?
What's your problem with Khan?
Oh, her. Yes, she is persistent, isn't she? She barged in and began asking me all sorts of inappropriate questions about my customers. She grew incensed when I asked her to leave. She's no longer welcome in my room.
Alice wrings her hands and looks away. Her gaze settles on her armoire in the corner.
I do hope she's not a friend of yours. Her manners are atrocious.
Khan's looking for someone named Oswald. Sound familiar?
I'm sure I don't know who you're talking about. Now please leave.
Yeah, don't really want to lie, but let's try it. Oswald's run up a debt with the wrong folks. I can help him, but I need to know where he's gone.
That explains quite a lot.
She chews on a knuckle, brow furrowed, deciding whether she should trust you. Then she sighs heavily and gives you a sleepy smile.
Oswald has visited oft of late. He's a sentimental old man, and he longs for the words of our homeland, Adir. I would often read the old epics to him in their original Eldadiran.
Her eyes gain a distant, unfocused look, and a wistful smile spreads across her face.
He's grown paranoid recently, however, always muttering about the shadows following him and other such nonsense. It was quite unnerving, frankly. He came to me in a panic a few days ago and shoved his journal into my hands. He told me he'd be back for it, but I've not seen hide nor hair of him since. I wonder, perhaps his journal would help you find him. Here, take this key. You'll find the journal in my armoire.
You've gained an item, an Ellis key. Okay, let's open her cupboard. Wardrobe or other, I guess. Dear clothing, Oswald's journal. We'll take that. Read it quickly. Quest item. Godag. This afternoon I walked the streets of Neketaka and felt an unusual spring in my step. Cannot be sure if it is the fine weather of this archipelago or my great distance from the deerwood and the blessed Goose and Fox Inn that has gifted me this buoyancy of spirit, but I am grateful nevertheless. I seem to remember Goose and Fox Inn from the first Pillars of Eternity. I have seen no sign of the girl. Alea be praised, God willing I have slipped her net at last. Meckwinstag. The shadows are strange here, seeming to move of their own accord as I passed from Queen's Berth to Periki's Overlook this morning. I could have sworn I saw one turn to face me, then another. I fled the area as quickly as I could. As far as I can tell, I was not followed. I have enemies, as any man of roguish adventurous mien should, though none have cause to search for me here. I know these shadows must be a trick of the mind, but still I'm uneasy. The next entry is written in a shaky wild hand, clearly penned in great haste. Ittlingstag. As I put me down to bed this evening, I heard a faint whispering beneath my window. I always leave it open to better catch the breeze, and thanks be to Hylia for it. I might have been none the wiser. However, when I went to investigate, no one was there. Yet I know I heard voices. I may be old, perhaps even paranoid, but I am not crazy. I must leave this place with great haste. Gods protect me in my flight. On the next and final page of the journal is the symbol of Wodica, a broken crown scrawled in deep red ink. Okay, let's go back down to see Khan. She might be interested in this journal.
Have you got any leads on that mad old goat yet?
Here's the journal. Khan flips through Oswald's journal, then stops and looks up at you, eyes wide. Someone has hastily scrawled the broken crown symbol of Wodaka across the last page. Kara mutters to herself. She traces the symbol with her finger and frowns.
Oh, Oswald, you really stepped in it now, haven't you? Getting mixed up with Woodakins? You damned old fool.
She shakes her head sadly and closes the journal with the snap.
Where could they have taken him?
She chews on her lower lip with uneven teeth and mutters to herself. Must have sailed through half the Deadfire to get to Neketaka. Anything catch your eye?
Not really. To be honest, I spent most of the trip out from Defiance Bay, bent over the bulwark, giving Andra a taste of my innards. I hate boats.
You and me both. Karen laughs a little, mostly to herself. She seems to only half hear you, her thoughts wandering elsewhere.
Damn, if only I could find that captain who gave us passage to the Deadfire. Bet he'd know. Wait a tick.
Blinks, remembering.
When our ship neared Neketaka, the bosun told me about a weird temple on an island in the Karatapu Channel, southwest of the city. She wouldn't tell me what it was for, though. Got real spooked when I asked.
Weird temple? Sign me up.
Go take a look then, and let me know what you find.
She marks the location on your map with a flourish.
With any luck, you'll catch the old goat there in one piece, and we'll both leave here with some weight in our purse.
In dialogue. Okay. Now we can leave, but before we do that, I think we'll level up. In fact, first we will level up the people on the boat, so that we can do some boarding fights and actually survive. Jovial man at the bar grins and motions you closer. His arms are corded with thick muscles and cross-hatched with scars.
Now, what can I do for you?
Show me what you have for sale.
See anything you like? You let me know.
I think we'll buy some alcohol here. Let's just swap everyone out. See what level they can upgrade them to. I think we can give Adair some better armor. Robe. Credit armor. But we will take everything they have. They don't need it. See if we can give them any better weapons as well. Nothing there. Jody has everything. In fact, we might also give her a ranged weapon instead. That might be better for her on the boat. And we can give Adair this sword. Give her a pistol for ranged. Not that he's actually going to be using it. Okay, let's level them up. Athletics and survival. And we will go with penetrating strike. This time athletics and survival. And we will get vigorous defense, which will be useful when he's surrounded, and weapon specialization. So Jody can have athletics as well. But they can all have athletics, they're not going to be doing anything except casting second wind. Let's go for watchful presence. Quite useful in boarding fights. She can cast it on lots of the people on the boat. Athletics and religion again. This time we will get this foe area, shining beacon, and Devotions of the Faithful.
I'm here.
So, Aloth, Athletics and Insight. And what I want for him is expose vulnerabilities. This is a bow only interrupt. It also reduces armor and deflection. It's quite useful, I find. And maybe Arcane Dampener as well. This time we'll go with History and Athletics. We will get Maura's Writhing Tentacles. It's also quite useful on boat fights to have extra bodies. And maybe some armor, or yeah, we will go with a passive Scion of Flame. Lastly, Seraphon. We haven't leveled up at all. We will go with Bloodied. Plus 25 damage when blooded or near death. See, we go with Blind. And we will get Thick-Skinned for the extra armor. And we can try Mental Binding. I don't actually like the ability much, but have Seraphon use it on the boat can be quite useful. So it can stop them advancing. Get more athletics and survival. We will go this time with Barbaric Blow. Go with 2 weapon style. And probably this is the last level for him. I think we will go with Bloody Slaughter and Soul Ignition. 16 burn damage for 3 seconds for a total duration of 15 seconds. So every 3 seconds it will cause 16 burn. Okay, let's talk to him again. Now what can I do for you? Show me what you have for sale.
Anything you like?
I think the only person we have to deal with now is Merca. We will give her athletics and metaphysics, and we want swift strikes. Insight this time, and we will get lesser wounds and 2 weapon style. Metaphysics and athletics. The clarity of agony or dance of death. Could go with dance of death. Weapon doesn't matter, she's going to be using her fists, I think. Insight and athletics. And we will get Efficient Anguish, which costs less wounds. And Swift Flurry. I prefer Swift Flurry to Lightning Strikes. So this time athletics and metaphysics. And we'll go with Soul Mirror. 50% chance to reflect against range attacks. This is quite useful on the boat because there's a lot of ranged attacks coming in. So athletics and insight. We will go with thunderous blows, which gives her tenacious, which increases might and gives a bonus to penetration. It's useful. And we can also get enduring dance. Updated AI. Take everything she has because she's not going to be using it. She needs some armor. What have we got here? Padded armor. She can take the padded armor.
Now, you see anything?
Bring back the merry men. Zim, Little John, Briar Tuck, Maid Marian. Perhaps we will rest here. Get the extra skill bonus. And now I can level them up. So we do a Zim first. You will get explosive and streetwise. And I think going to go for vigorous defense and Eothas, so that we can resist resolve afflictions. It's important. Those can be really crippling. It would also cause him to break engagement. I don't think you can engage if you've got, if you're frightened or terrified. So, new ability is vigorous defense. So it gives us concentration and 20 to all defenses. So concentration self doesn't have concentration. If there's 60, does it last? 15 seconds. 60 should be fine. Pull that shields up. That's done. Fine. Okay. Maybe we'll modify that later. If he's casting it too often, we might say that he's got to be engaged by several people before he uses it. Now, Little John. You'll go with athletics and intimidate again. We get an ability for barbarian and chanter. One stands alone, 20 melee damage, 1 extra enemy to flank. Bloodlust, I think we will go with this. One stands alone. Maybe another chant. This might be quite useful because of me. This is also interesting. It will cause skeletons to split into 2 smaller skeletons if they die. This is nice as well. Ancient memory. Passive healing. There's a lot of things I'd like to take. Because of being dual class, can't get everything that I want. I think we'll go with this one because it will increase my shooting. I think my reactions are already slower because of being a sharpshooter. Sure-handed Ila knocked her arrows with speed. Yeah, that's it. update the chance. Yeah. What do we call this? Got a name. Do we want 2 charts or just this? We'll just keep it this for the moment. Speedy shots, and that will be the chant that we actually use. That means I have to stay near him to benefit from him, but also it will help RotH and Maid Marian, who are mostly ranged as well. So RotH needs more Arcana. In fact, go with Athletics for better second wind and Religion. And we want Devotions for the Faithful. This is really useful. It gives might and accuracy to me and removes might and accuracy from enemies. It's really good effect. And with the high intellect she has, it will affect a wide area. Litany for the body. That can be useful if they have an affliction, a constitution affliction, but I think that can wait. Circle of Protection. Divine Terror. I think we'll go for Spell Shaping. See if we can date her AI. The Devotions for the Faithful. In fact, I think we do this manually, because there doesn't seem to be any way to stop it from being cast multiple times. This is not an affliction or an inspiration. Lastly, Maid Marian. We need more Arcana and the Physics. And I want Puppet Master. And for the Druid, we will go with Stag's Horn's not very good. It's pierce damage, although it has got a nice debuff for deflection and reflex. I think we will go for Infestation of Maggots. And she gets Nature's Balm, that's another heal that's good. This is only self. Okay. Move the potions up a bit. I don't want the spells to be used. Unless they have to be. Here we have Puppet Master. Infestation of maggots. Don't want this being cast too often. Threats to self. Threatened by multiple enemies. Enemy, greatest number of enemies. Nature's Balm is also Constitution inspiration. Yeah, get that there. Remove con debuff. So, as affliction target Constitution. So we want it to remove Constitution afflictions. It's only me, damn. Okay. But it's area effect. Alright. And health, self. Below 75%. Yeah, that should be okay. Puppet Master. We'll set up Puppet Master 2 as well. Can we just add that? Do we have one for Whispers of Treason? No, we don't. Okay. Treason. It's intellect, fiction. Also intellect. The target has affliction. No intellect affliction. Set that to 60 as well. And maybe lowest will. And we'll see how that plays out. There's already been an hour and 20 minutes roughly. I think we'll stop here and look around the rest of Queen's Berth in the next video.